we're going to talk about green cleaning tonight. So I wanted to start out, again, this is going to be another quick video, just sharing some information with you guys on how to get started and use your oils for making your own cleaning products. Because let's face it, everyone needs to clean, so why not make sure that you're cleaning with clean products? I've now pretty much replaced all the cleaners throughout my house, so it's really empowering. Once you have these oils, you can do so much with them. So I want to start out by saying there are some things that I have purchased. So I got a big bottle of Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. So I keep this on hand all the time. This is unscented. That's my favorite because I like to scent it with my own oils. I actually got this at Whole Foods when it was on sale, and it was super cheap, so that was a good find. You can find it on Amazon probably as well. The other thing, I didn't bring it out here because everyone knows what baking soda is. That's another staple to have in the house when you're making your own cleaning products. Distilled water is something that I use in a lot of recipes, and white vinegar. So starting out, that's what pretty much these recipes will include. So if any of you have carpet in your house, I'm sure you need a refresh, especially if you have kids or pets running around. So you can take 2 cups of baking soda, 10 drops of lemon, and 10 drops of wild orange or grapefruit, and mix that together, and then put it in a shaker. If you have any kind of glass jar, I have a lot of jars from honey or any kind of spices or things that you've purchased, and they have that little top that has little holes in it. You can put it in there, or you can put maybe mesh over the top of it where it was just a rubber band, so that you can kind of shake it all along your carpet. And you can also alternate this recipe and do the same thing for a mattress refresh. So this is definitely good to do. I mean, even like once a month, take all your sheets off and directly on the mattress mix the baking soda with some oil. I like to use melaleuca or lavender, or maybe something that you kind of want to smell, and you sprinkle it across your mattress, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes, and then vacuum it up. So you would do the same thing with the carpet refresh as well. After you put it down, let it sit, and then vacuum it up. So the next one is toilet bowl cleaner. And this is something that I absolutely hated, the green and purple and blue, whatever kind of weird gel you could get in the store with that, like, would kind of stick on the bowl. It was super disgusting. So now you can just make this with half a cup of baking soda, a 1/4 cup of white vinegar, 10 drops of melaleuca, and then you mix that all up, and it's going to be a little bit of a thicker substance because it has that baking soda in there. Put it around in the toilet, let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes, and then just scrub and clean your toilet as usual. And then number 3 will be an all-purpose spray. So this is something that you could purchase. If you don't have this already, this is amazing as well. This is the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, and it actually says right on the bottle like how much you need of it. So for instance, a multi-purpose cleaner, which we're talking about now, it's only 2 tablespoons of this, and per 24 ounces of water. So that's hardly anything. You can see I got this last year, and this is how much I still have left. So this lasts for a super long time, and I tend to use this for my multi-purpose cleaner, and I really like to just put this in there and I fill it with distilled water, and I'm good to go. So if you don't have the cleaner concentrate yet, because I'm sure you will in the future, you can use just the On Guard oil or lemon, mix it with distilled water, and fill to the top of the bottle. So when it comes to bottles, that's another thing. You don't have to go out and buy all new bottles. So for instance, this is actually the apple cider vinegar bottle, and why I'm pointing this out is because it has a small top. So you can get rid of your Windex, all those other cleaners that you have around your house, and what you can do is just keep the spray top and put it right into a bottle like this. So when you're cleaning with essential oils, you want to make sure that you're using the PET grade plastic bottles or glass bottles. So I just find that it's easier to kind of grab bottles and reuse them. Another one, if anyone drinks kombucha, this is the Health Aid kombucha, and it has a cute little anchor on the bottom, so I love to use these for cleaning. Again, it has a small top, so I kind of keep these around. I hoard them a little bit. It's kind of a problem, but I use them for my cleaning sprays. So there's a little tip for you there. And then the next one we'll talk about is the shower. So this is more like a paste. I like to use this on the floor of my shower and on the tile. And this is white vinegar, lemon, and baking soda. So mix that together. It's going to fizz a little bit. You can even kind of just sprinkle the baking soda down, and then what I do is mix the vinegar and the oil with a little water in a spray bottle, and then I spray it on there and let it sit after it fizzes for a few minutes, and then just scrub. So next we'll talk about an air freshener, because that's another thing. You want to get rid of all of those plugins or sprays. Who knows the chemicals and everything that's in there? So get rid of those. You're not going to want those sprays. You can make your own. So you can use lavender, very simply, whatever scent you like. I mean, it's your air freshener, right? So you can use some vanilla. That's not an essential oil, like actual vanilla, and distilled water. I put a little fractionated coconut oil in there to help it all mix together and kind of emulsify, and then just shake and spray in the air. You'll find some recipes that call for vodka, so you can use that as well. That's a personal preference. So that's an idea for you there, air freshener. And the other thing that I like to use is dish soap. Obviously everyone uses dish soap and hand soap. So for dish soap, I take this Castile soap and I just eyeball it. I'll put a couple tablespoons into the container. I have a glass pump that I use for my dish soap, so I'll put some Castile soap in there, and I alternate between either lemon or wild orange oil, and I fill to the top with water. I don't bother using distilled water in there because my dish soap runs out super fast. I use distilled water more in recipes for things that I don't use as often. So something like a hand sanitizer. So this is a small little bottle. I bought these in bulk from Amazon, but you can also just use your empty essential oil bottles once you get to that point and refill them with distilled water and a little bit of fractionated coconut oil and some essential oil, and you have a hand sanitizer. So there's another cool thing you can do with your oils. But while we were on the topic of soap, I forgot to mention there is a line of doTERRA hand soap. So you can buy bottles of this and refill these bottles. But what I like to do is that I purchase these bottles. You can get these individually too. And I have these in every bathroom throughout my house now. And when I refill it, I actually refill this using Castile soap. And I use On Guard essential oil, and then I fill that to the top with water. So it does the job. There's soap in there. It's going to make your hands smell great, and then you don't have to always have the cleaner on hand. If you happen to run out or something that month, you can just make your own, and it's actually cheaper in the long run. So that's a little tip for you too. So those are some quick ways that I use essential oils in cleaning.